Hail and well met, traveler. You are about to partake in an epic journey of a few misfits who find themselves in the large city of Waterdeep. Oh, what horrible adventures are they about to get up to in the City of Splendors? We'll find out soon on Really Playing Games Dragon Heist.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm great.
Alright. First things first.
Amaryllis.
Is that your name?
Thought it was
Nope.
on the realist.
I don't know. I was making a joke.
Oh, first
Sorry,
things first. I'm the
go
realist.
on.
Okay. Character names. I'm going to go around and say what your character name is and what you are playing as. So we'll start over here with Sarah and go around.
I'm a paladin centaur,
Centaur Paladin.
and my name is Lyra Thornbreaker.
Yes. Lyra Thornbreaker. Good
What's your
deal.
character voice?
Well, currently my centaur is sick because she spent her whole life in the forest, and now she comes to Waterdeep with all these germs, so has a cold. So
Alright, Lyra
it's
feeling...
husky.
It's just your voice
Husky.
that's sick.
I'm so bad. I'm so bad at
What's
character
gonna happen
voices.
when we keep doing this and we became the #1 D&D podcast, and now you have to get sick every?
I know. Well, the next
Lick a
time.
toilet seat before we're
The next time, my character is going to have a better voice.
Alright, so we got
because
Lyra.
it'll be well again.
Good deal. And then moving on next.
I'm Greg,
Okay.
gnome fighter.
Mr. Greg.
Yeah, just
Greg.
Greg. G-R-E-G-G.
Greg.
Alright.
You should have
Greg.
it GGREGG.
Okay. Got good
Greg.
racist and Greg.
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 I can kind of see like you getting into a fight and they're like, "Who the fuck are you?" I'm
Cool. Next.
I'm Treb. I'm a
Treb.
goblin. I'm also a druid.
Okay. Treb. You're okay.
TREB.
Yeah. Let's check. Okay. And next.
Bustopher Jones. A
Bustopher.
cleric, swift side shifter. That's hard to say.
Yes. Shifter. Cat-like folk.
Yeah.
Bustopher.
I'm
Okay.
Seal Ocanth. I'm a Kuotoa fighter. Kuotoas are big old fish guys.
Yeah.
Okay. Is Seal your first name?
Yeah, C-E-I-L.
C-E-I-L. Seal. Sweet. And just making some notes for myself here.
Seal Mitsuriga.
Close enough.
Sarah, what's your character's name again?
Lyra Thornbreaker.
Yes. Came with that in the car ride on the way over.
I'm always last minute on my name.
Okay. So, we're going to jump into a few things, but first we're going to decide a little bit on how your characters came to Waterdeep. And I have an idea, if you're into it, because we have Lyra, Treb, and Bustopher. You're more kind of nature-y folks, you know. We have a centaur over here, so centaurs typically not in big cities. Usually like to roam free on the plains. Also Oath of the Ancients, so she's like a protector of the natural world, so usually more in nature. Treb, you're a druid. Druids also very nature-y. And Bustopher, shifters as well, are more prone to the wild areas. I think with the description of your kind of shifter, it's more cat-like. Is that what you're saying? Okay, more catty. And I have you as a nature domain cleric, so you're kind of also into
love it.
nature. So here's the thing. This adventure takes place in Waterdeep, which is the biggest city around. It's the biggest city anybody knows of. It's huge. It's a massive metropolis. Treb, kind of playing with your character in other game earlier, was kind of a merchant
Yeah.
a little bit, right?
Yeah.
So you were probably the go-between. You go to the nature and do the naturey druidy stuff, right? But you've
Yeah.
also been around and plied your wares over in Waterdeep. You know,
Yeah,
been
I would
around the
imagine
markets.
that Trev would like find stuff out in the wild and then go sell it in town.
Yeah, absolutely. Traveling merchant is totally a thing Trev can be. And I just think it'd probably be funny if you decided one day, hey, your two friends, Lyra and Bustifer, you know, they've never been to the city, you know, they should go. It's a great place. It's awesome. It's fun. There's stuff to do. There's all kinds of people there. So you're kind of the initiator of bringing these two to the city. For an analog, it's like bringing people from Winder into New York City, like downtown Manhattan. It is going from the absolute country to the biggest city that there is. So whether or not that's a good idea remains to be seen. You're in tow with these folks. And
Probably
maybe
it's a good idea. You need to get out of here.
That'll be
Unless
fine.
you catch a cold, then it's like.
Nah, you'll be fine. You'll be fine.
Oh, I think
question.
Bustifer's just really excited for different kinds of food that he'll find in this city. He's
Do
a
I-
little tired of eating rats.
Do I still have my dingo?
Dingo, no.
I do have my cactus.
Yes, you have your cactus. So on the second page of your character sheet, I gave you the stats for what's called a vegapygmy. And that is your cactus stats. So basically what that amounts to is on your turn, you can either have your vegapygmy, you can have your cactus attack, or you can. So you kind of share your attack between the two of you. Luckily, your cactus regenerates.
Nice.
Yeah, it only has 9 hit points, but it does regain hit points as it goes along, except if it takes certain kinds of damage. It'll burn and, wither. So there's a chance your cactus could die.
Or if Sarah gets it, then it will wither no matter what.
Oh yeah, Sarah's bad at taking care of
I'm
plants.
so bad.
Very bad.
Even-
So that's my thought is you all know each other and coming into the city. As for Greg and Seal, Greg, I think your kind of idea was that your character wants to be part of the City Watch, right? But is not qualified for it. It's not up to snuff.
Oh, no.
Maybe like a lifelong aspiration, but just like you're trying to join the police force, and every time you go to police academy, you just fuck up. It's just something
Like a
goes
virus.
wrong. Yeah, it just doesn't go well. But nevertheless, you still try to comport yourself and act like you're part of the City Watch, even though
Like
you're
Dwight.
not. You're Dwight, yeah.
Okay, there
You're
you go.
Dwight, basically. All your safety patrol stuff. In wandering the docks one day, you happen to pick up a fish out of water, Mr. Seal over here,
Oh, no.
who luckily you know Undercommon, which works out pretty well because the kind of gnome you are, typically they live underground, which is usually where these fish folk are found, and just happen to find this fish wandering around the big city streets, and kind of formed a bond, a little bit of a friendship going on with him. So we kind of know each other, and the three of you know each other. My next question, and you all have to decide this, is a very important decision and will affect the entire game. What season is it when you start?
Summer. I like the idea of summer.
I would say either summer or fall.
I would say probably more summer than fall than winter.
Yeah, fall's close to winter. That's fair. Okay, summer?
The fish
All right.
would probably appreciate that.
Yeah.
All right, so it is summer. It's hot and balmy and wet. In
Oh yeah, this is one of their
the
main
city
things. We made
of
that.
Waterdeep.
Let's not
We have places down the table. Watch that down.
Well, careful, don't get it on the face.
Oh,
You're putting it
Candle!
on top of an open flame.
I know. I was like, be careful. Like, let's not.
I want to give it some singe marks, like
like a second grade history project.
You have to stain
I
it.
burned
Oh
the
yeah.
edges.
Stain with tea, burn the edges.
Yep. So it's summertime in Waterdeep, and as you can see, Waterdeep is huge. It is a massive city, and there's all kinds of stuff going on there. But the place you find yourself starting off, and the place that most adventurers start off their journeys in Waterdeep, is at a place called the Yawning Portal. It is a large and very famous inn. I think it's on there somewhere. But so another thing to decide between your characters. There are some interesting folks around the Yawning Portal, some people that you have made friends with, so you can all pick someone to be friends with from that sheet. And you can pick the same person or different people or whoever. Your character knows one of these. Maybe you just became friends,
I like
but
Yagra. I think that's her name.
Yagra Stonefist,
Yeah.
half orc.
Yeah.
I like Durnan.
Durnan?
Does Durnan speak Undercommon?
No.
Good. That's
Well-
why Seal gets along with him. He just likes him because
Is it-
he seems pretty reserved. He just will let him sit at the bar and hang out.
Is it Obeya the?
Mhm.
She's pretty. Another thing about Treb is she's gay. What's the word? She's like not a practicing gay, but like
Is she
on-
closeted?
Professional gay?
no. What's the word? What's the way that like she's gay on paper but not in practice? She just gets
Okay.
too flustered.
All right.
I feel like at one point, yeah, I feel like Trev would have been like, "What's up? Oh, babe, yeah," and then would have never done anything
Okay.
else.
All right, so Durnan,
Yeah.
friends with Durnan, friends
I like
with
Durnan.
Yagra, friends with Abaya. Greg, you can also pick the same person. Maybe we have a mutual friend with both people in here.
Can Greg think that he's really good friends with Durnan, but he just annoys Durnan?
Sure, you are good friends with Durnan, whether or not he is
Durnan
friends
doesn't
with
like
you.
Okay.
That makes
is
sense.
debatable.
'Cause we're probably hanging out because you actually understand me.
None
Lyra?
of these people sound
I
like.
want paper and pencil.
Well, is probably either Bonnie or. See, I don't want anyone. Probably Yagra. Okay, I'll just do Yagra.
Yagra as well.
I don't want anyone who's gonna be all like,
Sure.
trying to talk to me about Jesus or something.
Fantasy Jesus.
This
Come on
cleric
now.
looks
We're-
like
we're
I
in a
know
fantasy
fantasy
world.
Jesus. I'm just saying I'm like a paladin that doesn't like anything.
Mhm.
Just nature is
Alrighty.
it.
So, you guys are in the Yawning Portal. It's a large, 3-storied tavern and inn. It's been around for longer than anyone can remember. And for as long as everyone can remember, Durnan, the human, has been its proprietor. It just seems like Durnan has always been in charge here. And it is a bustling evening here at the Yawning Portal. Luckily, it's a bit cooler in here than it is in the streets. The warm summer months have made it just almost unbearably muggy. You're in a seaside town. There's hot, wet winds coming in off the ocean.
Salty.
Very salty. Yawning Portal's a little bit cooler. And the reason for that is that in the very middle of this tavern, this 3-story tavern, kind of the galleries all look around it, is a wide hole, which looks like a well. It has a short little, like 3-foot tall stone wall around the perimeter that descends into darkness. And everyone knows that this giant well in the middle of the Yawning Portal is the entrance to the world's deadliest dungeon, known as Undermountain. And this entrance is free and open to anyone who wants to go. In fact, while you're sitting here enjoying your drinks and enjoying your evening, you see a few adventurers pay Durnan a few coins. The two of you, Greg and Seal, are kind of sitting at the bar not too far where Durnan's handing out drinks. He takes a few people's coin, and then you see them on this little lift contraption. This big, burly, like half-ogre dude pulls on the ropes, pulls this little lift over, and lets them descend down the well. And it's just open for people. They descend for a while and go about your drinks, and then maybe 15, 20 minutes pass, and you hear screams of pain and agony coming from down the well. People continue their business. They just keep drinking like nothing ever happened. Nothing much happens. So the two of you sitting at the bar are near Durnan. The rest of you are sitting at a table with Yagra Stonefist. Yagra, she's a half-orc. Yagra Stonefist, she is kind of muscly, these ripped muscles, big thick neck. She's obviously tough, obviously can handle herself in a fight. As Treb, you kind of look off wistfully at Obaya, who's having a private discussion somewhere at a different table, kind of catches your glance for a moment. Panic moment is she knows you're there and she acknowledges it, but just it seems like she has much more important things to do. She kind of shakes her head when you hear the screams coming up from the well. She was kind of chagrined by that, but continues with her business otherwise. Yagra looks at the rest of you there, and she says, well, now, that's kind of a weird thing, y'all coming into the city. I figured y'all would be more naturey folk, outside. And this is the big city, y'all. This is no joke. You're not going to get any kind of shortcuts here. Are you sure about this, Trev, bringing these folks in here?
Well, I don't know. I was just hoping for maybe wing people.
Sure. I got you. No, that's fine.
Maybe hoping to get up the courage to just talk to Obaya, but I don't know if that's gonna happen tonight.
Well, she's she's on the up and up. I can tell you that much. I'm kind of paid to be around here and keeping an eye on folks. A lot of people coming and going in here, but she's all right. She's most concerned a lot with this Undermountain stuff, and I don't know the details, but she's that's kind of her thing. Maybe that could be an end. Can start a conversation starter. You go up to her, and of course you could also prance around. Oh, I hope that's okay for me to say. I don't want to disrespect or anything. But it's a centaur being around here is kind of novel and new. I don't know. It seems kind of out of the ordinary. A little strange.
Really?
Yeah, we don't. There aren't a lot of you here.
I've grown up around centaur my entire life. I don't know.
Well, that makes sense.
This seems kind of new and novel to me. I don't know what all this city stuff. Like I'm.
Fair.
I'm not used to all of this.
Oh, okay. You feeling all right? You sound a little sick. You sound a little.
Yeah. I mean, I just I went somewhere and I caught something. Someone gave me something to.
Okay. Yeah, there are a lot of people, a lot of diseases, but we're a clean city. I mean, we got sanitation, we got sewer systems, we got running water. I mean, we're probably the cleanest city you're going to find this side of the Sword Coast. So, just enjoy yourself while you're at it. And I'm sorry, but are you a cat? I've been wanting to ask this for a while. I mean, you seem very catty. Not like a derogatory term or anything like that.
I'm a cat sometimes when I feel.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Yeah.
All right.
She's fluid.
Exactly.
Oh, you're cat fluid. Okay, I know that. I've heard about that.
I appreciate the consideration.
All right, fluid cat. I got you. That's all right. Waterdeep has all kinds of folks. I mean, to be honest, there are people stranger than you passing through here, and I should be more, accepting of different people. It's just I'm a little on edge. There's some stuff going around, and
What kind of stuff?
Oh, it's pretty nasty. It's gang wars. We got a lot of gang wars. Yeah, it's real bad. It's getting y'all ever heard something called the Xanathars Guild? You ever heard about this? Vaguely? Oh, well, it's a gang.
I think I might have sold some crap to them before.
Oh,
Did you say you followed them on Twitter?
No.
I try not to follow people with knives on Twitter. They don't fight with their hands.
Those birds that fly around and say things, I don't trust them either. I mean, it seems really toxic, the things they're just spewing out of their mouths. I mean, literally sometimes they vomit out stuff.
Yeah.
It's really nasty. But
when it's blood, I hate it.
Oh yeah, it's pretty bad. But yeah, just I would stay away from them just as a kind of rule of thumb. That's one of the gangs that's causing a lot of trouble here. So
what's their name?
The Xanathars Guild.
How do you spell that?
It's with an X.
Oh.
X-A. Hang on. X-A. N-A.
A.
T.
T.
H. A-R.
Don't hurt yourself.
I need a drink. And kind of transitions over to the two of you sitting at the bar with Durnan. Fish belches. Durnan's kind of polishing glass. Greg?
Hey, how's it going, Durnan?
It's going adequately. How's it going with you?
It's going. Hey, I meant to ask, are you up to date on your health inspection? Mind if I just like take a look around real quick? Just check the dates on some of these flagons, barrels. I also noticed there's a horse over there. You think they got a permit for that thing?
No, because that is also half a person as well.
You gotta be more considerate about these people.
But yes, you shall
I have
find all of my
excellent
flagons up to code, as it were. I've been running this place for a very long time and have never had any health violations, so I would be shocked and appalled if you found anything.
Hey, sometimes real life's weirder than fiction, you know?
That,
Mind
unfortunately, is the case.
Mind if I take a look around real quick?
As long as you don't touch anything, that would be fine.
Alright, I'll try not to, but no promises. You got it, Durnan?
Of course. What is your fish friend going to do while you perform this inspection?
Oh, he doesn't do a lot. He just kind of sits.
This whole time I've been doing like Sudoku.
Do you have to be in water all the time? No. Okay, that's cool.
What? Yeah. What are the rules vis-a-vis?
You can breathe air and water.
That's cool.
All right.
You're amphibious.
Cool.
That's good.
Yeah.
And I can breathe ale. I'm drinking heavily and doing Sudoku.
Are you drinking it through your gills, though?
Yeah, I'm just pouring it all over myself.
That's awesome.
All right.
Pouring it
Big
straight
nuts.
down the gill.
Buster respects that.
Um,
From afar.
Yeah, you notice this fish getting hammered, and you're like, damn.
He's sitting exactly how I'm sitting.
I respect drinking and fighting.
Yeah,
Those
you're
are
like,
two of my favorite things.
I mean, this fish got it.
I'm pretty sure I could drink more than the average.
That's why Yagra and I are friends. We like to get drunk and then beat each other up.
Yagra's like, oh, like finish up her drink. Oh, do you want to arm wrestle?
Yes, and I just turn into a cat and jump. Does that use one of my
Whoa,
shifting
that's
slots?
like she kind of like just puts you down. Like, well, wait, that's not how you arm wrestle now. I don't know if we do it differently out in the country, but we usually
do.
put the hands on the table and then try to prove our strength.
No. Arm wrestle is just all
I
for one.
shift
You go.
just my cat arm, and then I go, okay, and then my claws come out, and I go, let's go.
Okay, go ahead and make our first check, which will be an athletics check.
Okay. I get a +0, so that's promising.
It's bullshit.
I think I'm a little better at arm wrestling than Bustifer.
I'm all talk. I got a 1.
You break your arm.
Natural 1. Well, she got a 5, so it's a long, kind of messy thing, and you're like shifting your power into your arm, trying to make it stronger, but you're more quick and agile than just brute strength. So eventually, Yagra kind of overpowers you and slams it into the table, just like
I
that.
make that
You
noise,
meow.
and then I go,
Kind of-
gotta respect you, Yagra.
And then
that's all right. I've
That's
arm wrestled. I beat most people in here. That's just what I do.
That's your talent.
Yeah, you know me.
after they're done, I'm gonna be like, Bustifer, let me show you how it's done. And I'm gonna
I'm
attempt,
crying.
I'm gonna attempt to do better than Bustifer.
All right, you make an athletics check as well.
Okay, so I got a 17.
Nice.
Okay, she is tired out from arm wrestling Bustifer, so you kind of
Oh,
come
yeah, that's
forward,
why.
trot forward
Yeah.
up to the table.
How do you arm wrestle with your hooves?
Well, no, she
She's
still
got
has
arms.
But no, I still like to think that.
Russian.
No, I still like to think
Thank you very
that
much.
you arm wrestle with one of your hooves.
That would be.
She's a reverse centaur.
Yeah, hooves and then like toes back here.
Yeah.
That'd be.
You do handily beat Yagra. She's apparently not out of practice a little bit.
Oh.
Ow, all right, that kind of hurt a lot. Wow, you're pretty strong. Damn, girl, damn.
Hey, what can I say?
Maybe we could use
It's that
somebody like you.
horsepower.
Yeah, that was good.
That is bad.
That's what I say to that. As the fish belches by the bar. Go ahead and Greg, make an investigation check as you inspect the bar for any problems.
14.
14. You carefully peruse the bar. And you see, indeed, he is up to snuff on pretty much everything. It seems extremely well organized. Everything's clean. Everything seems to be in the right place. There's no mislabeled or, you're kind of making it up as you go. There's no real coder reference on, flag and height or things of that nature.
You have like a
ale
whole,
purity.
Your own code.
He's gonna start writing
where
his
it's
own
just
book.
like, is there spills? No.
Bonnie, the barmaid you've seen kind of around, one of those folks on there. That one in the top left there. She kind of goes by, stops you. I don't think you will find any problems with the bar. It is very clean, very nice.
Not what I expected.
Wait, question. Can Treb hear her speak?
Yes.
Gay from afar.
Well, if you have nothing to hide, then I guess you shouldn't.
Oh no, we have nothing to hide here. There's no hiding of any kind. There's really nothing we would be hiding in the Yawning Portal.
Are you guys back in the kitchen, or can Treb kind of
No, they're at the bar. You can.
Treb's gonna kind of start to,
Lean
they're
against the bar.
kind of leaning. They're like,
She doesn't seem to notice you. She's talking to the gnome.
well, no, my elbow's on the arm, and I'm like trying to be cool,
Trying to be
and then I
like,
start
hey.
to slowly try and scoot closer to get attention.
That's awesome.
Are you looking for any certain crimes, Mr. Gnome?
I'm always looking for crimes.
Oh, you shouldn't look for crimes here. There are no crimes. No crimes in the Yawning Portal.
It's like Dr. Evil, but as a bar.
So there's absolutely nothing weird going on
Nope.
in the Yawning Portal.
No, not a thing. Not a damned thing.
All right, well, thanks.
Can Buster
You're
do
welcome.
that?
Mm-hmm. You're at a table just like a little far away from the bar.
Suspicious.
Sure. You can make an insight check.
Yeah, can I do that?
Mhm.
Okay, I'm very bad at rolling. Let's see how this goes. And I have a +4. 17. Okay.
Okay. You get a sense that something's off about this barmaid. Something's not right. She seems a little
Is it
overly
about
suspicious.
her or about the bar?
About the barmaid in specific.
Okay.
Yeah, you kind of get a read
So
on her. that
Buster
seems
kind
weird.
of walks over, and he's gonna try to. I kind of want to try to hit on her and see if I can schmooze her.
Okay, so the two of you are both hitting on the barmaid at the same time.
No, I'm not.
From
I'm
afar.
I'm just.
But I'm
Afar.
only doing it because I want to find out information.
I'm also kind of like, God, dang it! I chose the wrong wingman.
Buster, what is your
Buster
alignment?
takes over.
Oh, I don't know. I don't have one.
Yeah, you can decide
Chaotic
on it.
neutral.
Yeah,
That's-
both of you
I'm
can.
always chaotic neutral. I
Just
can't
fuck everything.
Okay, can I use
A persuasion check to kind of smooth
Okay.
up.
does
Barmaid.
charisma go into that as a modifier?
Yeah,
Okay.
you get pretty good persuasion.
So
Make a persuasion check for me.
how long you been working here?
Yeah.
You come here often?
Yep. Go for it.
6.
Big 6. Bonnie kind of turns. Oh, sorry. I'm not interested. Thank you, though. Be sure to try the ale. And begins to just kind of flutter off quickly away from the bar.
What kinds of hops you got in these ales?
The
I'm
Durnan.
interested in plants.
Durnan kind of comes up from behind there and says, "Oh, I could tell you much about the hops we have on here. Would you be interested in the dry variety, or we have a special fruit aroma infused blend?"
And now I'm just totally distracted because I really like hops. So I'm just gonna be talking.
Here,
to
let
him.
me pour you some.
Yeah,
you can try
yeah,
some of
yeah.
these. Some Durnan
Would
before,
you
see
like
if
a
you sample it. He serves a flight for you all.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Um,
No, Buster's into it.
And I'm
uh,
just like, this is so fancy. We only had one type of.
Buster was like into
Yeah.
foraging, like for different kinds of plants that he could make food and drinks into.
So, while you are now all at the bar, Bonnie has gone off. Ira, you're still at the table with Yagra. And, you're at this table. And then, all this noise is eclipsed by a shout nearby. Ya pig! Just like that. Ya pig! Like killing me mates, does ya? and you see Yagra go flying. The 7-foot half-orc woman is hit by a wild swinging punch from a male human whose shaved head is covered with eye-shaped tattoos. 4 other humans stand behind him, ready to jump into the fray. You see Yagra, with his table, breaks underneath her weight, stand up, crack her knuckles, and leaps back at him, starts punching and wailing at them. Before you can see if blood is drawn, a crowd of spectators clusters around the brawl. What do you do?
Trev jumps in immediately.
Trev's jumping in.
Finishes his flight of beer and then jumps in.
Jumping in.
I decided that Trev has like a soft spot for like other goblins and orcs specifically, just because like people think of us as evil. So
Yes,
immediately
absolutely.
Trev's like, "Fuck y'all."
Yep, going in.
How tall am I? Like,
You're fairly tall. Your horse part is like 4 feet tall, and then the
so
rest
am
of
I
you is 6 or
taller
7.
than any of the humans? Like, the,
You're taller than all of these.
well, like
folks.
no, the one that punched her.
In general, yeah, and you're closest to
So
it.
can I just like pick him up by the scruff and just like hold?
But you're going in to jump into the fray as well, for the 2 of you
Just
to
like,
go.
I want to hold him
So
up like a
I think Seal only saw like Yagra hit the ground, and that's like the sound that like alerted him. Hey, Greg.
What's
And
up?
speaking in undercommons, my undercommon voice.
Okay.
Do you have a different voice for your different languages?
You always speaks underground.
I only speak one language.
Yeah.
The other voice is.
That's all we
Fish.
hear.
They looked to us to read on the situation over here.
Oh shit. I think I should probably do something about that since I'm bar security here. Yeah, let's go do it, buddy.
Pulls
Right.
like out of his sack like a tattered headband and ties it around.
What color is
Let's
it?
do it.
Are you familiar with those things?
Karate pay on. Okay. So, first up to act is Seal, actually. You were quick on your feet, your fishman, put on the headband, and you're ready to go. So,
Sprint
there's...
over, pull out my net, and I throw it over this big dude.
Okay, go for it. Make an attack with your net. There are 5 dudes total, 5 human dudes with these
Okay,
eye tattoos.
Is it apparent which one was the one who like launched?
Yes.
Yagra? That's the guy I'm trying to
Okay.
catch with my net. I got a 21.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, so he's restrained.
All right, so this dude's in a net.
Yeah. It's a DC 10 strength check.
All right, he goes and he just cocks Yagra underneath. She gets back up, and then you see suddenly he is encapsulated in this net by the fishman. Next up, Lyra. What do you do?
Well, I'm not gonna try and like pick up the guy in the net. Well,
You
because
can if you want. He's restrained currently, so it's...
well, I guess I'll like pick him up. Like, can I like hoof kick him? Like
Yeah,
hoof punch him? Like
you sure can.
Like, out.
He's like
the
in a
door
bag
or
right now.
something?
You can just rear up and bam.
Yeah, he's in a
Just
That's what I
asshole.
think I'm gonna
It's
do.
it's almost
Sure.
like that. It's
Go and
like
make an
the
attack
scene
with your
in-
hooves. You have advantage because he's restrained.
In Shrek, where like the guy, like donkey hits it, like that guy in the fight scene hits him with his back legs. But it's like a punching bag just as a dude.
16.
I
So that's
gotta be honest, I don't remember
16.
Shrek that well.
16? Yeah, totally.
Specifically.
So that's it's 4 points.
4 points.
Yeah, I'm like trying to kick him out the door.
All right. He gets kicked back a little bit by that. And is kind of, reeling from that, but it's not quite enough force to push him away and push him out the door. You're kind of in the middle of the tavern as well as the longest of the door. Next up, these dudes. There are 5 dudes. 2 of them flank off and go and start just wailing on Yagra, just punching the shit out of her. They're just bam, 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 punching the crap out of her. So these 2 dudes take over, but they are not super strong, but it doesn't really matter. Yagra's pretty easy to hit. She's big and beefy. She's a beefy boy. So yeah, both of them are going to hit her. So she takes 2 points of damage. But you see her just kind of shrug it off mostly. They're going after her, but she's big and beefy and strong, so she is able to take it. Next up, we have Greg.
I want to run up behind one of the just whoever is closest to me and try and
Sure.
jump on his back and throw him in
All right. Well, I'll say that because I forgot about the one dude. I forgot everyone else besides the two of these. So we'll get to that in a second. The dude that's in the net is going to try to escape from the net from his action. So it's a strength check on him. And he does. So he does manage to just get the net off of him, but he just stays there ready to keep fighting. And then the other two, they're both going to go over to the horse that try to horse kick him. So two of them are going to go after you. Ooh! And they team up on you. One of them does the Legolas thing and swings up around your neck and gets on your back.
Hell
and
no.
starts beating you and gets a critical
That
hit
is
to just
like-
beat the top of your head while the other one punches your
That is
face.
like,
You take a total of 3 damage
I'm pretty sure that's like.
as they kind of punch all of you.
I don't have a
so-
pen, so I just say I don't take that
I thought I
damage.
had a pencil somewhere.
Oh.
Yeah, that's so now, Greg, you've got one dude who just escaped from the net, who got horse kicked. There are 2 now going on with the Centaur, and 2 of them are on Yagra.
I guess I'll run on one of them that's on Yagra and try and roll him at the block.
All right. Go ahead and make just a strength attack roll. So, add your strength for that.
7.
All right. He sees it coming and just kind of pushes you off, shoves you off, no, fuck, no. And to no avail as you try to. You're also a gnome and they're a human, so it's very hard to kind of get up and onto them. Not so much. And then Trip.
Nice. Okay. So I think Tread's gonna go after the one that escaped from the net, and Tread's gonna be like, "Hey, asshole! I hope you like your balls being a pincushion." And it's just this sort of motion, but he's like, "What?" Because Tread's not doing anything, and then my cactus just bursts from the ground.
Oh God!
In his legs, and I imagine my cactus friend has arms, almost
Yeah.
that sort of thing. So
yeah,
we're
absolutely.
both doing this pose,
Ow,
just
ow.
straight into his balls.
All right, make an attack with your thorn to get his nuts.
That's a D20, right?
Yeah, D20 plus the something to hit.
19! I don't know what you'd add to that.
It is very bottom. There's a thorn attack. The second to last thing. There's launch thorn and then
Yes.
there's regular thorn.
It says +4 to hit.
Yep. So you add 4 to that.
Oh, yeah, so
That's a lot. You hit. You hit his nuts.
nice. And then that's 1d6
Yeah.
plus 2. 7.
7. Okay. Are you aiming to kill him?
It's a man, so yeah.
Okay. All right.
Trev doesn't care too much.
So he's like, "Oh, what's going on?" Looking at the goblin as the cactus bursts from the tavern floor. Wood goes everywhere, and then just impales him right in the gooch.
That's
Just
terrible.
like,
Terrible way to
the cactus kind of goes down.
That's like That's like my villain Dylan Ripper kind of thing.
So he dies.
If any of the other dudes are watching, Trev just goes, "Come at me, assholes!"
All right, the rest of the dudes are
yeah.
terrified
This
by
is
all
why
of
we're-
this. Yeah, this is very, very scary for everybody.
I'm afraid.
And then Bustaford.
That's for your turn.
Busta Rhymes.
Okay. That's why
You
I
got
did
4
like-
dudes. 2 of them are on your centaur friend,
Okay.
and 2 of them are on Yagra. They're all
So-
feared for their balls.
And I also say that the entire time that this is going in my brain, I'm just hearing, "Don't give a damn, I remember feeling."
Yep.
Really going all in with the Shrek references.
Yeah, no, I said it, and now I can't
You
stop.
are. I am Shrek. I have become the Shrek.
I think I'm gonna try using my crossbow to
Okay.
shoot one of
Sure.
them. Which
2 on the
So,
centaur,
like-
2 on Yagra.
there's one on the centaur and 2 on Yagra.
Is it
Is
one
that-
2 and
on
2.
her, but then
Yeah.
the other one's just on the ground
Mhm.
fighting?
Yeah, there's one on my back.
I'm gonna go
for
for the one on the ground just because that way, if I miss, there's less of a chance that I'll hurt
Sure.
somebody.
You're the one attacking her.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Go for it.
Right. Do
Roll
I do
D20 plus the thing for your crossbow.
Okay.
Maybe like a plus
That's
3, I think.
8.
No, just a
No,
D.
no, no. So you roll your
D20 to
20
hit first.
first to see
Yeah.
if it hits. And then
Yeah.
it's attack bonus of 3, so you have
16.
19.
Yeah.
You got 3.
That hits.
19. Okay. And then
Roll
I
your
Oh.
damage.
A D8, and then whatever that is, you blunt this one.
That's a D20.
Okay, I
That's a
was
D8. Yep.
And then you add 3 to it. Eight.
The D8 is just straight by itself.
What's that?
It says plus 3.
It should be like 1d8.
1d8 plus 3p. 3 P's, baby.
That should be plus your dexterity modifier. I may have fucked that up.
It's 1.
That's mine.
So
That's plus
7.
1. I'm sorry.
So 7.
It's 7. But it's a hearty 7. And you shoot the guy that was punching the centaur's face. And he has a crossbow bolt now on his shoulder. Shit! He's very hurt, but not dead. So we come back up to the top. Well, at this point, Yagra will go. Yagra just kind of goes for a wide haymaker at one of the dudes, and she's loving this. She's just excited that one of them died. She's like, oh, hell yeah, let's do this. Let's fucking go. All right. And punches the next one. And, ooh, does hit. And we'll deal 2 points of damage to one of the dudes that she's attacking. Just bam! And then she goes with the second attack and goes and punches him across the other cheek. Bam! Yes, that will hit him. It's another 2 points of damage. Bam! Bam! Just punching. While this is breaking out, the other tavern goers are just kind of circling around. Fight! Darnan is he's just watching this. He's not reacting at all. He's just kind of pouring drinks, kind of cleaning up people's used glasses. This happens all the time. No big deal.
He grabs the corpse of the man that I just killed and drags him out to the back.
Yep. So, Seal, it's back to you.
Okay, so I am going to spear the guy who just escaped from my bed.
Okay.
19 versus AC.
The guy who escaped from the net was killed by the cactus.
Sorry.
That's all right. You have one dude who's got shot by a crossbow, another dude on her back, and then 2 other dudes that are fighting Yagra, one of which just got punched.
I will run up and attack the one who did not get punched, who was attacking Yagra.
Okay.
Because my prime directive right now is assuming that she can sell.
Sure.
But yeah, I got a 19.
All right, 19 does hit.
Yeah.
Spear him.
4 damage.
4 points of damage. What the fuck? As this fishman comes up and jabs a spear in his side. Pretty hurt. Then it is Lyra.
Question.
Yeah.
Like, can I just try and, if I try and stab the guy on my back, is that going to take disadvantage, or can I do that? Do I have enough range of motion as a centaur?
I feel like...
Yeah. You can get up and around the back.
Or go for what's the word? Like mechanical bull, rodeo style.
Bucking. You bucking?
Yeah.
Can I buck him off and then stab him, or would that be hard? Would it be easier to Because I want to try and I'll be like, you're just because having me as a horseman is
Sure. You can definitely stab him from where you are. You just kind of fling the blade around. It's really cool. Fling it around a few times.
Natural 20.
Oh shit! Yeah, that's that'll hit. That'll do.
Where's Here we go. Okay. 2d8. And that is 11. 14.
14 points of damage.
Do I just add the +3 once, or
Just
do I?
once.
Okay, so 14.
14. You cut off his fucking head. You're like, you try to ride me, bitch! You kind of duck underneath your own sword, and the head just goes flying.
Almost like color guard style. You're just like,
Bam!
Yep. And so he just
I don't-
falls off the horse dead
I'll
now and
take 2.
headless.
I'll take 2.
And the blood, as you fling your sword back around to forward position, gets on the other dude with the crossbow bolt in his shoulder. Ugh! Shit! He kind of panics a little bit. Then it goes to their turn. There are 3 left. Let's see.
Well,
The one with his crossbow bolt in his hand or in his arm is going to try to run away from you, which will provoke an opportunity attack from you, Lyra.
that is gonna be 14.
14 hits.
nice. Kill him. 6. That's one of them.
That kills him. As he attempts to run away, you strike him from behind. He falls down dead. The other two that are near Yagra, they've got the Fishman to deal with, who's spearing people left and right. One of them, let's see. One of them is going to try to tackle you to the ground. You put up your shield. He kind of goes, make either an athletics or an acrobatics check for me.
I am going to do athletics because I have a +5. 9.
Okay, he gets 6. So you hold your shield tight before you and just kind of.
So that was not a melee attack, though, right?
Kind of. It was trying to bowl you over and push you.
Because I have the sticky shield, and
you want to try to stick to it?
well, as a reaction when missed by a melee attack, attacker must make a DC 11 strength save to have
Sure.
weapons stuck to the shield.
Sure. Weapon would be the fist in this case. He does manage not to get stuck to your shield, so he pulls away at the last second. Ugh! But he's kind of trying to
Yeah.
cock this fish man.
In canon, the sticky shield is just really dirty.
It's not anything special about it. It's just gross.
I've just had it for 40 years.
Ugh.
It's probably
It's
like
just,
that gum
weird,
wall in
nasty.
California.
Oh,
that we saw.
shoot, yeah.
It's like a gum wall.
Yeah, I
gross.
stick my gum on it a lot.
Gross,
I
gross.
used to be in
Molded
an
gum.
MMA league underwater, and just barnacles and
Ew.
just sea gunk. Over
Yeah.
the years amassed itself in my shield.
That's
Absolutely.
I just felt the need to explain this. in the middle
This
of this
really
battle.
gross shield.
It smells bad.
It's, oof.
That's French for his shield.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Sure. The other one goes and punches Yagra, and you see them just trying to wail on her, and you guys are just cutting them down left and right. But he cannot. He does not find able to punch Yagra. Greg, what are you doing?
So who's left? I want to try to punch Yagra.
Hey, there's 2 on Yagra. One of them tried to hit your fishman. The other one tried to hit Yagra.
I'm gonna try and hit the one who tried to hit my fishman.
All right, go for
My sword.
it. Go forward with your sword.
Now one.
Oh, so you go forward no, but then you catch a whiff of the shield. Just a big, in-your-face kind of. Choke a little bit on just the nastiness of the shield. You're unable to shoot. Trip.
Trip. How many are left? 2?
There's 2.
And then there was one that attacked the fish boy, and then one that's still on Lyra.
On Yagra.
Yagra.
The one on Lyra killed the shit out of the
Okay.
so.
I think I'll go after the one on Yagra.
Alright.
I am gonna just pull out my shovel and then fucking do a whack-a-mole.
Alright.
Because I'm so tiny, I'll just run and jump up real high and then.
Sure.
14.
14 hits.
Yay! Alright, and that is
They
a.
seem just like
D6.
goons.
Oh, 7.
Alright. 7 points of damage.
Yeah.
That is enough to knock him out.
Nice.
Shovel comes over.
And as that happens, I kind of like once I'll be on it. Whenever Yager was just fuck yeah, just getting really into the fight. Trev was like, oh shit, that's fucking hot. And now
Nice.
Trev is just hey, how you do?
What's up? Oh yeah.
Not making eye contact.
Dagger's like, oh man, this is great. This is awesome. Woo!
I go for a high five.
She kind of misses it completely. Doesn't get the signal. It's like, yeah, let's
You
go.
smack her in the face by accident.
I was imagining
What was that?
she high fives me so hard that I fall over.
And then finally, Busterford. There's one dude left that tried to kill the fishman.
I'll use my crossbow again.
All right.
That was successful in the past. 15
18.
plus 3, 18.
18. That hits. All damage. D8 plus 1.
Nice.
All right. You take crossbow and right through the neck.
Alright. Yeah, just the blood gush.
It gushes everywhere.
That's it.
As the last one.
Yagra kind of like looks around. All right, well, they're not really cool with murder around here in general. That's usually pretty bad. But these were Xanathar Guild. Yeah, these were Xanathar Guild. Yeah, yeah.
And then we break into he had it coming.
I was thinking of that.
At this point, Seal like slowly unties his headband,
Makes a noose.
walks back up. Why? Why'd you say that?
You were making prisoner.
But he unties his headband, walks back to where he was sitting, and like motions at what's his face.
Durin.
Durian. Just like points at his glass and like goes back to his seat.
As you kind of get back on the bar, Durin says, that's not really cool. We shouldn't. Then you hear coming from the well, and you see, with one hand and then another, shouts of alarm suddenly ring out as a hulking creature climbs up out of the shaft in the middle of the tap room. A monster with warty green skin, a tangled nest of wiry black hair, a long carrot-shaped nose, and bloodshot eyes. As it bares its yellow teeth and howls, you can see that a half dozen bat-like creatures are attached to its body, with three more circling above it like flies. Everyone in the tavern reacts in fear except the barkeep, Durnan, who shouts, "God damn it, not again!"
I have an idea.
We're going to get to that in a second.
No!
Yes. Durnan kind of sees this. It is a huge hulking troll, and people are screaming now. The bar fight was like one thing, but this is a monster coming out from under mountain. And there's a big fucking troll.
Yeah, man.
And it's got little things attached to it.
Wait, is the troll aside from the creepy monster? So there's
No.
a monster and a troll?
Now, there's a troll, and then there are these sturges, these little, like, mosquito bird things that are
Okay.
on it, kind of hovering around, and they seem to be kind of sucking on its blood on its back. Durnan, what he does is he draws a magic greatsword from behind the bar.
What I missed?
Durnan draws a magic greatsword from behind the bar, leaps over the bar, and says, "I'll handle the troll, you take care of the sturges," and rushes in to fight the troll.
Wait, so the sturges, those are the flying things?
Yeah, these are the little
Are they
flying
still
things.
relatively over the well? Or have they
Yes.
gone out into the bar?
He just kind of crested the lip of the well, and they're flying around. Like some of them are on his back, but there are three that are flying about. So,
This is like Ron Swanson.
Can I please act now?
well, I'm not doing typical initiative. I'm doing this other thing that's based off of because initiative usually slows things down. There are like a lot of quick encounters in this
Can I
adventure and
please?
stuff.
Can I please?
What are you trying to do?
I want to do a magic spell. I want to do in which a 20-foot square within 90 feet of you becomes covered in vines. Anyone there when the vines appear must make a DC 12 strength save or be restrained. I'm imagining that I go like whoosh and then just make a net of vines over the well, keeping them like stuck.
Okay, I'll allow it.
Nice.
So the troll has to try to save from that, right?
Yeah.
It's a strength save on there.
Strength save.
Okay. The troll. What's the DC?
What did you roll?
I rolled an 11.
Nope, it's 12.
Yes. All right. So the troll is restrained on it. So there are a bunch of these dudes on it. Yes. So there are 6 sturges on the troll's back and 3 that are flying.
Okay.
The 3 that are flying kind of fly up out of the way, it's they're kind of out of the range of the entangle. But the other 6,
Are stuck.
really because they're attached to the troll, they're stuck as well.
Nice,
So the
nice,
troll
nice.
and everything, so you immediately see this come out, vines start to creep up and over, holding the troll in place. Greg, you are next to act. You see 3 sturges kind of flying around, the troll with all of its sturges entangled, and Durnan rushing toward it.
Okay, the 3 sturges.
I will attempt.
How many glasses of wine have you had,
Busterfur
Kate?
explodes. Giant fireball on Busterfur's face.
Guess I'll try and shoot one of the flying sturges with
Sure.
a crossbow.
Sure thing. 9 total.
Yeah.
Crossbow bolt goes by. You see that on the second tier, there is an actual city watch member who kind of sees this go by and then just shakes his head.
God damn it, not fucking Craig.
Me half the time when my students is dumb.
Then bad guys are gonna go. This Sturge takes umbrage with you trying to shoot it with a crossbow bolt and flies in and tries to stick its proboscis into your flesh. Meanwhile, the other two, one of them is going to go after Treb because you tried to entangle shit. And then the other one's going to go after the juiciest, which is the fish man, the fish boy. So I'll go against Greg first. It tries to use blood rain. Ooh, that's a 20 to hit you.
Ooh.
I believe that hits. Shit.
I was gonna be like, whoa.
All right. So you take 6 points of piercing damage, and the Sturge is now attached to you and starts trying to drink your blood. Same thing flies toward you, Trev. That's only an 11 to hit.
Armor class 13.
All right, you kind of block it away. No.
I just like as it's coming towards me, I just punch it in the face.
Punch in the face. And then against Fishman, ooh, that's a 20 to hit you.
Yes.
All right, you take 6 points of piercing damage, and you also have a Sturge attached to you.
Okay.
The rest of them are entangled. See them kind of drawing blood from the troll, but the troll itself will attempt to swipe. You see him bite and claw at Durnan, but the vines are making it awfully hard for him to do that. Mr. Durnan. There it is. And Durnan is ridiculous. Holy shit. Wow. I think Durnan's gonna be fine, but well, let's see. Durnan gets hit once. Misses the second one, and then the bite. Misses. No, the bite hits as well. So Durnan does take some
Durnan
hits.
is level 1 like us, or is he?
No, he is not. He is a
Good.
lot beefier, actually.
Good, because otherwise, he'd be screwed. He'd be screwed.
Durnan takes 22 points of damage.
Yeah, but we would be like 100% dead.
Yeah.
Yep. But Durnan takes it on the chin. Takes 22 points of damage, and he's... That hurt a little bit. He digs his greatsword and gets ready
That's
for
my
it.
114 hit point
The other game.
from the other game.
Treb, you already went. So then it's Bustifer.
Alright. Isn't there one of the little mosquito boys on top of Seal?
Yes, one there, one Treb.
No.
Well, the
I
one
was running away.
flying around Treb.
Okay. Yeah,
All right,
Please don't miss.
thread that needle.
Oh.
Hey, babe.
That's a
No,
D12.
wait.
That's a D12.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
This
good.
one.
Yeah.
I'll be like,
19.
plus
Yeah.
plus 3.
All right, you do thread that needle. You find just the right shot. Take it. Go and roll damage.
This whole time, he hasn't even
You
looked
need
up.
There's still just like a Sturge attached to his back,
Okay.
sucking his blood.
Yeah, but it just-
It's this one.
That dude.
Oh, 8 plus 3.
1. It's all dexterity,
It's alright.
so it's 9.
All right, that is enough to obliterate the Sturge. You take that shot, aim it just right, and it pins the Sturge against the bar, sticking out as the Sturge is no
I
more.
want to make
stuck.
a note that when Buster looks at all these flying things, his
Yep. Tail going wild. The whole while, Seal not even phased by this. Still just doing Sudoku. Then it comes to Seal. It's your turn.
I think he just oh shit, something's happened.
there was
Um,
a thing stuck in your blood. You
yeah.
was fine with it?
well, is he knocked? How far away did he get? So he's off of me now,
He's dead. Yeah.
Oh, he's dead.
He got
Okay.
he got skewered into the wall.
You're welcome.
So where are the other two?
One's flying around Trev, and the other one is currently attached to your buddy Greg.
I'm gonna try to help Greg.
Yeah.
So I am actually. So if he's attached to Greg and I use my net, would that detach him, or like what's the deal with that? Would I attach Greg as well?
You could aim the net to probably catch him, but I don't think that would necessarily detach him.
I'll just try to spear him.
Sure.
So like I realized that something just flew off my back. I'm like, what the fuck is happening? Oh shit, Greg! And I just starts again, just like sprinting in 100.
Greg, no!
Jumping and then trying to like spear.
All right, you go for the Sturge on Greg. Ooh.
Nice.
So total of 7.
You miss. You not wanting to. You realize you're about to skewer Greg in kind of the process and just go through his side, and you kind of dart the spear to the side at the last moment. Oh no! And kind of avoid killing your known friend. And then Lyra.
Is there any that are 30 feet away
Yeah, this is all happening within the same general vicinity.
from me? Because if I move at least 30 feet, I can make a melee attack and then bonus action.
Yes, you can absolutely go for it. I'll say the one that's by Treb is 30 feet away from you. You charge forth.
Yeah, I'm gonna go and then make a longsword attack and then.
All right, you charge forward. Longsword. Natural 1.
So I don't
Alright.
hit, so I don't make my bonus action.
You shave a few hairs off of Treb,
I
narrowly
didn't have
avoiding.
any hairs.
I said bald. Yeah, no, Trev's bald.
Oh, so you don't know what you just shaved off.
You
Probably
shaved
some
off
skin
the
cells.
The one thing that Trev's life is kind of just a mess. The only thing Trev has going for herself is that she has really long winged eyeliner. So I imagine you just like cut my eyeliner off.
You fucked up her eyeliner. You can pay for this later.
It's okay. It's as long as it's stylized. Trev's like okay with it.
But you get your hoof attack now. You usually kind of like swing, whoops. You rear up because the Sturge just kind of flew away at the last moment, avoiding the blade. Now it's kind of behind you a little bit. What'd you get? 8? It's like a mosquito, basically, just kind of flying all around, avoiding your blows.
You next.
No, Durnan's next. Durnan has to fight a troll. Durnan gets this super badass sword and attacks 4 times with it. Because just suddenly a flurry of going against it, and since it is currently restrained still by the entangle, he gets advantage on all these attacks. So that hits, and that's a crit, and that hits, and that hits as well. So we'll just say 4. Oh shit. Okay. Durnan deals. Nice. 69 points of slashing damage. No joke. He deals 69 points of damage to the troll.
In that moment, Trev's like, that wasn't good.
Yep. And just kind of just like starts cleaving into this troll. The troll is very hurt, very badly hurt. And now we are back up to Trev.
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna do one of my cantrips, Thorn Whip, attack a creature within 30 feet, plus 4 versus AC. And I'm
Sure.
gonna go after the one that's on Greg.
Alright, go for it.
Let's see. So I got a 17.
17 hit?
Yeah.
That hits.
Nice. Okay. And that is a 1d6. Okay. Bye. 6.
Just points of damage?
Yeah.
Alright, you take the thorn, it wraps around, yanks it off, but it yanks the body off of the Sturge. So the head is still attached,
Okay.
but it's blood everywhere, and you're able to just kind of like take it off at this point. It's like a splinter, as it is just
Ew.
dead completely.
Hey, Trev's on a roll tonight.
Yeah, Trev's doing very good.
Trev, this is much better than the last time I played Trev.
Greg.
5 orcs. I
Yep.
did good at the beginning, but this time like...
Greg, there's still one Sturge Stern is totally take care of. It's flying around kind of behind Lyra and Treb.
Could I reach it with my longsword?
Sure.
Okay. I will attempt to slice it.
Alright, you kind of jump up. Slice the longsword.
18.
That'll hit.
First hit of the night. Badass.
First,
Nice.
8th blood.
Okay.
What is it? 8 damage.
You reach up in just enough height, you get just enough air. The tip of your sword skewers through the Sturge, sending it into 2 pieces that flutter to the ground. Down the ground.
I kind of look around to see if that city watchman was watching.
He wasn't.
You want
He's
to
drinking a
play
beer. Just like ignoring everything going on down below at this point. So that.
It's like he's drinking his beer and he's like talking to someone else in the last. And he like accidentally pours his beer on you.
Oh,
Alright.
Great.
So the troll's kind of panicking because Durnan just fucked it up really bad. And it's going to try to escape from your entanglement. It's going to try another strength check against your thing. But it don't. It don't. It don't at all. So you see some of the wounds start to heal up from where the sword cut into it, where Durnan's sword cut into it. But it's struggling, trying to get out from the vines. You see all the Sturges sucking blood, and it seems woozy on its feet. I think Bustifer, were you next after the enemies?
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And
Let's proceed and then.
it's been a minute, so forgive the silly question. How many times a day can you use each cantrip? Is it just one?
Cantrips are all the times you want.
Okay. I
The
want
other
to
spells
Toll
are-
the Dead,
Sure.
which target must make wisdom saving throw or take 1d8 necrotic damage.
Sure thing.
It takes 1d12 if it misses, and if it's missing
any hit
and
points. Missing any hit points. Am
oh,
I
it
getting
says
that?
and HP. So
Oh, I typed that quickly.
You're good.
I've
Any hit
done so many
Graham, you're
typos.
better than that.
I'm better than this.
You're good.
You
You're good.
can
You're good.
tell whose character sheet you did last.
It's okay. It's my fault. I waited until the last second. It's not Graham's fault.
So he got a 12, which I think is your DC, which means he passes.
Which is my what?
Your spell DC.
Damn.
Yes.
Well,
So-
if it is 12, doesn't the
You're trying to meet or exceed a DC, so
But
if you
isn't-
hit it.
I thought if you
If you're
tied-
attacking,
oh,
it's
then it goes to the
a
attack.
Tie goes to attack.
Got me. Got me.
but technically he's trying to save.
Yeah, he's trying to get a 12 or higher. So you do send the spell out to the men, and just doom, this loud donging sound.
This is Dick Fallout.
Yes,
I hope
troll
that-
dick slithers
It's worth
around.
it then.
I hope that in universe it actually does go like dong, and then Greg
Everyone else laughs.
and Caesar's just like
In here?
Probably too small to
Make sure you don't.
troll.
And,
Troll's
and
big.
And I already
Troll big.
have.
Troll big.
I already have the vine net over
There's
there.
vines,
This
yes.
bike's
I guess I'm just gonna
It's
try to
hilarious.
run up and spear the troll in his big old tummy.
Sure. You have advantage because he's restrained.
Okay, good, because I rolled a 12 the first time, and 22 the second time.
You hit the second time.
So, I do 8 damage.
8 damage. You come up and skewer the troll at his side. The troll seems desperate to escape at this point. Durnan nods, doesn't say anything, just nods approvingly at your strike, Mr. Fishman. And then Lyra.
Is there any of those alive?
The Sturge,
Yeah.
skeevy Sturges. No, just the ones that are attached to the troll at this point.
So then I'll attack the troll.
Go for it. You can charge the troll if you like.
Is it 30?
Yep.
Wait. Is it still like entangled?
Yes, it is. You get advantage on your attack.
Oh. 21.
21. That does hit. Good troll. 10 points of damage, and then you can make your hoof attack as bonus action, also with advantage. 15 still hits.
Oh. I thought you just spent
4 points of damage.
And then you're like, hey, I suck, but him.
All right. The two of you come on either side. The fishman comes and skewers the troll underneath the ribs. The centaur comes charging, kind of runs over the troll, runs over his hand that's kind of on the ground. Kind of comes back. Still up there, but now it is Durnan's go. And Durnan just takes his sword blows. I mean, technically, he would get 4 attacks, but even with the first one, that'll do it. He just kind of swings the blade over once, twice again. You see the troll's arm get severed off and kind of get carried away by the vines. Another arm comes off, same thing gets carried away. And
All
then
this because I stabbed
Can we
him
see the arteries?
yes, there's like blood everywhere. And then Durnan kind of turns to you very dramatically, Treb, and says, "Release the spell!"
Oh, the vine spell?
Mhm.
Alright, then I'm like reverse Spider-Man. I'm like, no, I actually eat them like they're noodles. That's another thing about Treb. Treb is looking for food. And specifically for a taste that they've never tasted.
Alright, so the vines come along, and he does the Sparta kick for the troll into the well. So just and then, as he's still standing there, someone comes over and hands him like this little vial, this little like glass vial, and inside is this glowing red liquid. He kind of takes it, tosses it down, and from below you hear and see flames lick up the side of the well from the inside. Kind of subside. Durnan, she brings the sword, puts it back underneath the bar, kind of looks to you all, nods. He says, "You fought well.
Hell yeah, we did.
Adequate work from everyone." And just immediately goes back to serving drinks.
Beer on the house?
That's the way.
Beer on the house? Did I hear a beer on the house for all of us?
I will get you drinks.
We'll do that.
And so the troll was defeated, and drinking resumed in the Yawning Portal. But who was watching from the shadows at our heroes' actions? What consequences will they face in the City of Splendors? We'll find out next time on Really Playing Games Dragon Heist.